when the pandemic happened early on this year and I got to experience firsthand as a mother what it was to adjust to online learning, it was only natural that we wanted to respond to what we knew was a community need. The idea was to use our vast and decades-long experiences that our organizations have in youth programming, combined with the incredible resources that our facilities provide to create a safe and unique environment for students to learn and thrive. We partnered with Harrisonburg City Schools, who very early on saw the benefits of students attending. Just to give you a glimpse into what this fall has meant, here are some numbers that we are very proud of. We have raised nearly $330,000 in private and public funding. We have 178 students attending at both locations. 110 of these students are on full ride scholarships. We have 29 mentors and 4 school districts represented. We've also been featured in several articles as an example of a unique and successful approach to learning during the pandemic. But really the best way to understand the impact of our program is to really experience a day as a student. I am so proud to introduce our program directors, Trey and Harriet, who lead our programs at Camp Horizons and Horizons Edge, for them to share a little bit about our day-to-day activities.
So here at our program we have 3 goals. Our number 1 goal is safety. That's safety, making sure kids have a place to go during the day when maybe their parents aren't home, and also a place that they are emotionally safe. The second goal is education, making sure that the kids are assigned in on time to all their classes and that they are ready to do their go-do work and do what they need to do for school.
The last goal that we have is kind of just have fun, right? And so a big chunk of what we do is just get kids up and moving and interacting with each other. We do that through a number of different things, and our daily schedule kind of outlines how those different pieces are built in. The day starts with temp checks and safety checks. Our staff do temp checks before they start the day. The students should do an at-home check with families. Then when they get to us, they'll get temp checked again, either before getting on the bus or when they arrive via vehicle. On top of that, we do have a number of safety measures in place. We've broken up into pods, and then those pods are rotating throughout our facility. So a couple measures that are in place to make sure it is a safe environment. We've got consistent staffing between pods as often as we can manage. And then for the activity standpoint, we're trying not to overload specific locations. We're only having a few groups go to that location with cleaning in between. And then on top of that, we have hand sanitizing stations and hand washing stations all throughout our facilities.
So after temperature checks are done, every kid heads to their pod where they have a morning meeting with their mentor. They sit down, they go over the schedule for the day, make sure they all know what activities they're doing that day, what things they might need. So with the rest of the day, we start off with our education time. So that's when the kids log into their computers and they do their class time with their teachers. Each pod is focused on a certain time frame, and when they're not online with their teacher, that's when they do their go-do work. And they have their mentor, their instructor, in the room with them, helping them log into the internet, helping them make sure they're on the right class, helping them with their homework when they need some help. And then we also have communication with the teachers in the district. So we're working together with those teachers, with those principals, to make sure that we're providing as much education as possible and providing the best environment for your kids to be doing what they need to do.
Perfect. And then once we've gotten through the kind of educational portion of the day, that's when the day really opens up. So that's the outdoor education, the climbing, sports, the arts and crafts.
Building construction, rocketry, science experiments, lots and lots of sports.
Nature hikes, so a lot of just seeing what we can find. So we kind of get to learn in a different way that I think partners well with the kind of sitting and getting through the virtual and then getting out and about and learning in a kind of more hands-on type way.
We're focusing when we're building those lessons to make sure they're also supporting the education that the kids are getting from their teachers. So we make sure all of our activities have components that help support the education that they're learning at school. So some of the coolest things that I've seen so far this season, we have students that have been able to develop really good relationships with other students that they wouldn't have been able to get during this time. And we've had students that have needed some emotional support that we've been able to provide them. They've had that mentor that they can come to every day and just talk about what's happening in their life, to have that consistency, to be able to see the same mentor every day, see the same kids in that group every day, and they just feel like it's a really safe place to share what's happening and feel supported.
The other thing I think has been really helpful is because we've built in a lot of outdoor time, we've seen a lot of what I would describe as just like relaxation through being in nature. So they just mellow out when they're not in a kind of a locked-in space. Just sitting out on the grass and eating lunch every day has really kind of shifted the dynamic between the groups, and I think it's helped kind of relax kids in a way that I don't think we expected or they expected when they came to the program.
Showing up to work every day, it's been really great to see the impact that this program has had on the kids and also on the staff.
It's just been such a cool opportunity to connect in Harrisonburg in a way that we haven't been able to before.
And we're definitely excited to continue serving the community here.
See ya. Thanks for your time.